Yeah, I'm going to talk for a little bit about a character called Martian Manhunter. He's a DC Comics character that hasn't gotten the screen time of other characters. He's around, but not really. I mean, he's been around since 1955, first appearing in Detective Comics 225. See Manhunter from Mars at the top there. You can see that. Whatever. That's meaning he was in there. It's a short story of a guy. What he is a Martian who gets transported to Earth. A lot of different variations on his story where he's basically the last of his kind. They've rewritten it to where he's not. There's two races, the green Martians and the white Martians, and they fight, and there's still white Martians, and I don't know. They changed a lot, but originally he was the last of Mars. And he came to Earth as his family died, and that's how they've always presented him, as a tragic character. But he has shape-changing ability, so he can blend in with Earthlings. And he's a detective. That's why he would have been in Detective Comics. As a human, he's a detective. Whatever, he didn't throughout the Silver Age. He got used. I mean, he was popular, I guess. Because when they launched Justice League in the early 60s, he was one of the 7 founding members. For some reason, he got replaced by Cyborg in the 2000s, as whenever they relaunch the Justice League. It's always Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Green Lantern, and someone else, which is now Cyborg. It's always been Martian Manhunter. And so he's been around, and kind of popular. I don't know. You might know him, you might not. He appeared. That's not the cover I was looking for. Nope, that's not either. That's not it. Oh, I'm just goofing up here. Okay. Yeah, this is it. No, that's not it. There it is. Sorry. He appeared in. Well, he was in this Justice League, which became Justice League International. It was a reboot after Crisis on Infinite Earths. Very funny book. Giffen and DeMatteis and McGuire. Oh, McGuire. I mean, the art it's all in the faces. It's some of the funniest stuff you'll read, I think. But in it, Shazam is one of the members, and so's Martian Manhunter. They're not on this cover here, but they're in it. Oh, there's Martian Manhunter up there. And Shazam is in. Oh, there's Shazam. Captain Marvel, Shazam. He had a movie even before Martian Manhunter got in it. In it, Shazam, if you saw the Shazam movie, he's a kid. He's like 12 or 13 years old or whatever. He's a young kid in an adult body, but his mind is a kid. And he loves these cookies called Chocos. They're called Chocos in the comics. They're clearly Oreos. But they're Chocos because you'll find out in a second why they really thought it would be best to change them. Well, they always change the names. They don't want to deal with lawsuits. They don't want to deal with people think they're taking money or anything. They'll just make it a different name. Come here. Got a cat attack. Ow. Ow. He got me. So they're called Chocos, but they're Oreos, and he gets addicted to them. But Shazam gives the Martian Manhunter a cookie for the first time in this issue. By this issue, issue 8, Shazam has now quit the team for whatever reason, and they moved to a new place, and they've got this big crate that Booster, Gold, and Blue Beetle have to bring in. Turns out the crate is full of Chocos, Oreos, for the Martian Manhunter. So Martian Manhunter is totally addicted after getting these cookies. Don't save it. Okay, so by issue 24, we see he's just feasting on them. He loves them. He can't live without them, and they're worried they're going to create an intervention. And that's where this all comes in. There's a little story here about them taking him to a psychiatrist. And these guys are always playing pranks. They stole his cookies and all that. And Martian Manhunter's pissed. because his cookies are gone. And here we go. They take him to a doctor because he's addicted to these cookies. Places a single choco cookie is on the table. Let's see how long it remains on the table. This is fine. No problem. Does not bother me. Sees the cookie, and since he is a shapeshifter, the tongue just, nah. He gets it. So, and this one ends with, he doesn't matter, he doesn't care, got a cookie, and that's how the story ends. Then, later on, a lot of heroes die and get better. In Final Crisis, a series of one of the big crossover books that DC did, he died. He gets killed. He got better. It just is how it is. I don't know if he's around now, though, but he got better after this. He came back. And as you see, Superman walks up to the coffin, and he puts Mars, a history by John Jones. John Jones is his alias name when he's a human. Or John Jones, actually, John Jones, like that, is his Martian name. So he calls himself John Jones on Earth when he's in human form, looking like a human. But the touching part is Batman walks up to the casket where the Martian Manhunter's lying there and places one choco cookie. And that was sweet, I thought. I thought it was a good one. So then we also have this guy here. Now, he has been on a few shows. Get off that. My cat's being a bad guy. He's trying to chew up everything on the bed. I don't know why he's being like this. Stop, Arch. I'm sorry. He's been on a few shows. This is a scene from Smallville. He's also on Supergirl now. And I don't know if on either of these shows, or if on Supergirl they've addressed the Oreo addiction. But on Smallville they did. And here, Superboy sees a bitten Oreo in his barn. And that's how they introduced the Martian Manhunter. So Martian Manhunter is addicted to Oreos. It's one of the superhero foods that is a perennial, a famous one, a well-known. So let's try some Oreos and see if I can calm this cat down. Okay, Archie seems to be much less feisty. I just said Archie, and he calmed down, so that's it. Went out to get some Oreos so I could do the John Jones Oreos with you. I saw tiramisu flavor. It's one of their limited editions. I really have not tried any of the Oreo limited editions, but what the hell? I mean, I don't want to get a big bag of Oreo. I want to try one of their fancy ones. Why not combine them, right? So here's what we got is an Oreo. And they, looks like the cream is brown and white. Much like my underwear. There's Oreo on it. I'm kidding. I don't wear white underwear. The brown's still there. Okay, I don't know. What? I've had tiramisu. I like it. I mean, I know the coffee flavor or the powder is what makes tiramisu partly. I always gets up my nose and stuff, the powder on it. But let's see this. Let's see if I can get this without cookie. It has an extra slightly chocolate taste in it. I think it's supposed to be coffee flavored. Like I said, I've had it. It's been a long time. It's okay. It tastes like an Oreo to me. But anyways, I wanted to have an Oreo because that's John Jones, the Martian Manhunter's iconic food. Thanks, folks. And I hope you enjoy this silliness. It's really more of an opportunity for me to ramble about comics than try foods, but trying foods is always a fun part as well. Bye, y'all.